Hey everybody, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nicole again, and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015, and I do utilize medically assisted treatment, maintenance medication. I'm currently on 2 milligrams of buprenorphine and Suboxone. And so, hey Sky, I'm sick if you guys can't tell, but I wanted to come on and talk with you guys about Hey LT, about maintenance medication, and because we haven't talked about that in a while. I've been doing a lot of other videos on other stuff, and I don't want to get so far away from why I started my channel. So for those of you guys that are new to my channel that don't know, I started my channel because I was struggling finding support and being on maintenance medication. I still go to AA meetings, and I love AA. I love AA, okay? And I never had a problem at AA. I've always had a good experience here where I live. But I started my channel because I didn't feel like I could share freely without judgment. And so I thought, you know what? I need to start a channel so that way we can all come together and support each other for those of us that are on maintenance medication. And so in the process of starting my channel, I found this amazing, amazing organization called MERA, which is Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. And it is a new, only 2 years old, fellowship, 12 steps, and it's dedicated to supporting people who are like us, who are utilizing maintenance medication in their recovery, okay? So I said, wow, that's something I can get down with. So I went through a little bit of work to get myself approved by MERA to facilitate meetings here, okay? And so that's what we do. I support all fellowships. You know why? Because I feel like it's important to have support. It doesn't matter if it's AA or NA or MERA or Celebrate Recovery or Refuge Recovery or Smart Recovery. It doesn't matter what program it is. All that matters is that you're getting support, right? That's what matters. Hey, prayed up. And so that's the thing, you guys. Like, when you are getting sober and you are either, if you use maintenance or you just go abstinent, the main focus is having sobriety, is having sober support, is having people who will help you stay accountable and call you out on your bullshit and help you stay on your feet, keep you on your toes. So that's what we do here on my channel. We help each other stay accountable, and we are open-minded. We don't judge people for what medications they're on. We don't judge people if they smoke marijuana. We don't judge people if they are using kratom. We just don't judge you. You know why? Because it's not my job here at Real Talk Recovery to judge your recovery. Because when I'm focusing on your recovery, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not focusing on me. So what we do here is we support each other, we love each other, and we help each other stay on the right track. So I hadn't talked about Suboxone in a little while, and lo and behold, I got an email yesterday about Suboxone and naloxone and why naloxone is combined with buprenorphine. And so I went ahead and I made a little video about that. You guys can go watch it. It's up right now. And because I too didn't understand why naloxone and buprenorphine were combined. I thought they were combined for the same reason that I'm sure a lot of you guys think. I thought they were combined because I thought the naloxone was the thing that did the blocking and and helped with the cravings. But that's not That's not what it is. The reason buprenorphine and naloxone are combined is to keep people from injecting naloxone. Okay? I mean, buprenorphine. That's why naloxone and buprenorphine are combined. It's simply there to keep a person from misusing Suboxone. It's there to make sure that an addict cannot inject it. All right? Because there is medication called Subutex that doesn't have naloxone in it. Okay, so if you didn't know that and you had that misconception, now you know. But I want you guys to know that, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. Okay? I'm just a recovering addict, and I have worked really hard to learn about recovery and helping people and educate myself on the medication that I'm on. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Oh man, more smoke, really? Be careful coming off of benzos like that, man. I don't suggest to go cold turkey from benzos. I suggest that you get that you go to the doctor and let them know. Okay? Don't just jump off benzos cold turkey. You could die. You have a seizure, man. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Very, very dangerous. You know, and that's another thing, like, we all, if you're on medicine, you guys, it's really important, you know, to ask your doctor before you get on that medication. Don't just get on it because, hey, you heard this, that, and the third. Like, really do some research and educate yourself, so that way you don't find yourself in a spot where you're, you know, where you're like, wow, why did I get on this medication, you know, or where you feel like you got bamboozled or you got stuck on something that you didn't know what it was. You know, it's really, really important to ask questions. You know, if you are an active drug addict and you're trying to come off of heroin or other opiates, you don't have to get on Suboxone. You don't have to get on Methadone, okay? What do you recommend from your experience with nausea? Phentergrin, I think is what it's called. The doctor can call you in the medication and it will help your stomach so much. And I'm telling you, man, I think it's called Phentergrin. And that's just my personal experience, like using Phentergrin whenever I was sick, you know? So ask your doctor about that and they can write you a prescription for that. But I hope you guys know that, like, I know sometimes I can get to talking fast and I can just say things and maybe I say them too fast, or maybe it doesn't come out the right way, right? But I promise you guys, like, my intentions here on my channel are to help people, okay? It's to help those of you guys who are, you know, in your addictions and struggling. It's to help those of you guys who have felt like you have no support out there because you're using maintenance medication. It's to support you guys who, you know, are at your house and you're like, you know, I can't leave, or I feel nervous to go to this place, or so you stay at home a lot and you find yourself isolating. You know, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for y'all, okay? So whenever I talk about stuff on my channel, it's always most likely coming from my own personal experience. And yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that for a second. Like, I promise you guys, like, I used to think the same thing about naloxone. I thought it was there to block, and it's not. It's there to keep you from shooting up the medication. The way buprenorphine works is that buprenorphine is what blocks, okay? It is the medication. That's the medication that is working. That's the active ingredient in Suboxone, is the buprenorphine, okay? Okay, so I hope that cleared up anybody's questions about why is naloxone combined with buprenorphine. All right, hope that helps everybody out. Now, let's get on to the next line of business. So I've been seeing some people commenting, Nicole, you've been on Suboxone for so long. Oh my gosh, you're still tapering? Okay, so I'm sure you guys get these same comments, those of you that are utilizing maintenance medication. First of all, I want to say one thing. There is no timeline for tapering. You take as long as you want, if you even want to taper. That's the beauty about this medication, is that it's your choice whether or not you want to come off of it or not. Okay? You don't have to do anything that you're uncomfortable with. That's the great thing about being on maintenance medication, is that you can be on it for as long as you feel like you need to be. And I actually recommend, in my humble opinion, as an addict who shot dope for over 12 years, and an addict who has utilized maintenance medication for the last 4.5 years, I actually recommend going as slow as you can. Because in my experience working with people who are tapering off Suboxone, in my experience, the people who have tapered lowly and slowly have been most successful in staying off of the medication after tapering off. I have seen many people, rush and try to jump off Suboxone quickly because of the judgment, the stigma, because they say they don't feel like their normal selves, this, that, and the third, okay? And then they jump off of the medication, and then they relapse and they get back on it. So, in my opinion, it's very, very important, you guys, okay, to take your time to make sure that you build sober support. Hey, Great Dane. Oh, it's okay, bud. There you go, Dane. You're back again. I was actually going through everybody. Don't be sad. Hey, John, what's up? I just want to make sure that you guys understand that, like, I work really hard to make sure that I'm giving you guys information that's, one, going to help you, and two, going to keep you safe, okay? Yes, Suboxone is an opiate, okay, an opioid. Yes, you will become dependent upon it if you take it, okay, for a prolonged amount of time. You know, over a week or so, your body's going to be, is going to build a dependency to it, you know? And so a lot of people say things, get on me about that too. Like, I guess I just assume that people know that Suboxone is an opioid, so I just assume that they would know that you could become dependent on it, you know? And so, well, I'm a recovery coach, Sam. So I'm a life coach, you could say. Oh, Great Dane, you got it, man. You know you got it. You just hadn't been here in a while, and so I was moving stuff around, and you know, I don't have no way of getting a hold of you in real life. So I'm glad you stopped in to hang out with us, and you just don't go away for so long like that, okay? Stay connected with us. We're glad that you're here. I'm glad that you came in, and I'm glad that you're sharing that, because that's my intentions with my channel, is to encourage you guys to make better choices for yourselves and your recovery. Okay, my intention with my channel are to encourage you to go out and seek therapy, seek support, and actually find people that are going to be able to, you know, support you in your journey to recovery, that are open-minded, that are not going to judge you, you know? Let me tell you about life coaching or recovery coaching. There's no stipulation on who can be a life coach or a recovery coach. So like me right now, I'm a life coach. I'm a recovery coach. Anybody can be it. Okay, you don't have to go to college. You don't even have to pay for classes to be it. If you have, you can just do it. And so a lot of people, what they do is they go out and spend thousands of dollars to get a certification from somebody else that didn't even have to get a certification. Do you understand? You don't have to go out and get that, because the certification is nothing. It's just something that they say, here, you're certified. So let me just tell y'all, like, don't go spending your money on a bunch of recovery coaching classes or life coaching classes, because there's no governing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was the problem that was going on Facebook, is there's no governing life coaching. So anybody can start a life coaching business and say, hey, I'm a life coach, and charge people to teach them how to be life coaches. And there's no, like, you know how you have to go to college to become a doctor? It's not like that with life coaching. I could print out business cards right now today and say, Nicole DeMeo, or Nicole Ploudre, life coach. And nobody could say anything to me about it, because guess what? I'm a life coach. I'm a recovery coach. You understand what I'm saying? And I could charge people for that service and everything. Now, does it look better whenever you can say, look, I have this certification? Sure, but if you have experience helping others and you've been doing it for years, then your experience is just as good as somebody that says that they have a certification from somebody else that taught them the same way I learned, which is through experience and through working and doing it. Good job, Sandra. Amy, you're right. I do have passion. Okay, sorry, I was reading y'all's y'all's comments and stuff. So, the Arkansas Substance Abuse Board does it anymore for free. You just have to pay $100. Yeah, I know. They actually did it at the what is it called? Let me tell you about that. So I've called a million times down there. This guy that runs the thing, that his name is Jimmy, and it's like so hard to get in the classes, I guess, because so many people want to do it. But we already doing it here. You know what I mean? Maybe one day I'll look into that. You know what I mean? Okay, then you know who I'm talking about, girl. And I just, listen, I think that's great if anybody wants to go and do that, but you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, your experience recovering from addiction and beating your demons speaks enough. Like, you don't have to go out and spend money unless you're like trying to get employed by a place where they want you to do that. You know what I mean? Maybe one day I will, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That would be kind of cool, huh? But anyway, I just want you guys to know that when I make videos about Suboxone, it's because I want to help you guys not to feel like you're so alone. And I want to help any of you guys who are struggling in your active addiction, that are like struggling, relapsing, getting sober, relapsing and getting sober, relapsing and getting sober, because that was my experience. I struggled relapsing and getting sober for so many years, and it was because I didn't want to get on Suboxone because I had heard all these horror stories about it. I had heard all these people saying how Suboxone's worse than heroin, and anybody that gets on Suboxone might as well be shooting heroin. Do you know how stupid that is for people to say that? It is nothing like shooting heroin, okay? And I'll tell you, because I know from experience. When I was shooting heroin and shooting Roxy, guess what I couldn't do? I couldn't keep a job. When I was shooting heroin and I was shooting other opiates like Roxy, Guess what I couldn't do? I couldn't keep my bank account because I spent all the money in it. I couldn't keep my checks from bouncing. I couldn't take care of my son. I couldn't take care of myself. I couldn't pay my car payment. I couldn't stay out of trouble with the law. Okay? It has nothing to do. It's nothing like that at all. At all. It's not even close. And when people say stupid statements like that, it just makes them look so ignorant, because they're literally helping to perpetuate the stigma surrounding maintenance medications. And that, y'all, is why so many people lose their lives to overdose, because they're too ashamed, embarrassed, and afraid to reach out for help and get put on a medication that could save their lives. Because of people who talk out the side of their damn necks. Okay? I'm sick of that shit. It's ridiculous. Alienating a whole group of people because of a medication that they are on that is helped them to change their lives. I couldn't even have a YouTube channel, you guys, when I was shooting dope, because I couldn't stay consistent. But today I'm consistent. Today I follow through with what I say I'm going to do. Today I'm honest. Today I'm transparent. Today I'm a good person. Today I have care and concern for other people other than myself. And when I was shooting dope, I didn't give a damn about nobody but me and my dope. So it just hurts me, and it makes me really upset when I hear people talking that dumbass bullshit, because it's the stupidest motherfucking shit I've ever heard in my life. And being able to meet people like you guys who are benefiting from the medication and whose lives have been changed and who are finding a new path and a new confidence in yourself, that's proof enough for me to know. That's proof enough for me to know. I get to see all of you guys who are turning your lives around, who are changing for the better, who have your families back. Some of you guys have gotten your kids back from CPS. Some of you guys have gotten amazing jobs. Some of you guys are even working in the recovery field. You know, and it's because you actually stopped being worried about what other people think, and you reached out for help, and you let the medication do what it's supposed to do, and you got busy working your recovery. And I think that's amazing, and I don't give a damn what anybody else says. You know, anybody that has to judge you for being on Suboxone, just so y'all know, it's because they don't feel good about themselves. Anyone who has to judge you for anything, it's because they are unhappy with themselves. Okay? It's because they are miserable. And making other people feel bad about themselves is what makes them feel good. All right? Then I got people who like to add this argument in. Well, I'm just being honest with you. If you're honest with yourself, you'll admit that you're just addicted to Suboxone, right? Let me tell you something right now. I'm probably so honest that it's too much sometimes, okay? Honesty with myself is knowing that I need help and I need the extra support. And being on Suboxone is giving me that. That's being honest with myself, okay? Being honest with myself is knowing that I have a beautiful 5-year-old little boy who I want to make sure that I am present and able to care for. And if being on Suboxone gives me that opportunity, then guess what? I'm going to be on Suboxone. It doesn't even bother me anymore when people bring up the fact that I'm on Suboxone, because it's happened so many times. But it's a shame that it even has to be a topic of concern about my recovery, because anybody with half a brain can come over here and see that my life is so different and that I am a new woman and that I've changed so much, you know? And so that's the only thing that is a little discouraging, because it goes to show you that people can't see past that. They can't see past that and see all the things that I've accomplished in these 4 years and how much my life has changed for the better, you know? But that's okay, because I don't expect them to worry about me, just like I don't worry about them, you know? I don't worry about anybody else's recovery unless they want me to be a part of their recovery. Now, let me use an example. Sam, go ahead and say hi, girl. Sam and me are working through the steps together, okay? I worry about her recovery because I care about her and I want her to be successful at staying sober and staying on the right path, okay? If she called me and she was telling me about some decisions that she was making that were not good, I would give her my opinion and give her some suggestions on things that I could do, things that she could do to make changes, okay? But just like I can't make her do anything, all I can do is suggest those things to her, right? So that's the people I worry about. I worry about the people who open up to me and want to have me as a part of their recovery, you know? Those of you guys that come in here and you're a part of the Real Talk Recovery family, y'all know who you are. Yeah, I worry about you guys' recovery and I want you guys to be successful. You know what I mean? Because you guys come in and you share things with me about your lives and you open up to me. And I love you guys and I want you to do good. If you didn't see the death tornado I was in, active addiction, don't worry about my recovery, including my meds. My life is great. Yeah, exactly. And so sometimes I have to wonder, when people kind of try to compare Suboxone to heroin, I really have to wonder, you guys, were they ever in active addiction? Did they do drugs like I did? Because, honey, I don't know what kind of heroin you was doing, but heroin and Suboxone are nothing alike at all. I couldn't even stand up on heroin. My ass was knotted out, lighting myself on fire with cigarettes. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hell yeah? I don't know what kind of dope you were doing, but it must have been some. Hey, Zuni, what's up? You are a real part of my future recovery. You are definitely part of the start. Yes, Great Dane. I'm so proud of you. It literally cracks me up, Baltimore mom, because I'm like, these people must have not ever had an addiction. And then when I see that they're addicts also, I just think how uninformed they are, and how many other people have they said these things to that deterred them from seeking life-saving treatment through maintenance medication. How many people have they judged that have walked the other way and chose not to get on Suboxone and died of an overdose? It makes me so mad. Like, I could cry right now. That's how mad it makes me. Because there are people out there that do that. There are people out there that dedicate their whole lives to being hateful and judgmental and hurt other people. Okay? It's just ridiculous. And I just don't want anybody to ever feel like they are judged when they come here. That's why, you guys, when people tell me that they're utilizing Kratom, even though I don't utilize Kratom, I don't judge them. I support them no matter what. Because by me judging them, guess what that does? They automatically put up a defense. They automatically don't want to come here. And by coming here, they might actually find recovery support. And so that's why I keep my message broad and open, because adding too much of your personal opinion into your message will push people away. Believe me, I know. I used to do it. I used to be a hardcore, nothing but 12 steps. Okay? Baltimore mom, Amy. Yes, girl, distance yourself because it's going to be better off for you and your recovery. So be careful, you guys. When you say things, think about them before you say them. I know it might not seem like it, but it really does affect people. And, you know, that's why I've worked so hard to try and remain open-minded here on my channel, because I never want anyone to feel like they don't fit or they can't be here with us. You know, because I've personally felt that feeling, and it's awful. It's awful to feel like that. Hey, Great Dane, you should be fine. It's supposed to be totally private. If you're in recovery, if someone is bettering their life, you should support them no matter what. Hey, Jeff. We need to work hard to overcome those stigmas. Bottom line, medication-assisted recovery saves lives. It's up to us to carry the message if we want to keep what we have. Right. Yeah, it does say in the book to be open-minded, honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. Right? Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk about it, you guys, because I haven't talked about Suboxone in a couple weeks or a while now, I feel like. And I just want to always make sure that you guys know how much I support you guys and how much I believe in people that are on medication having, you know, being accepted, not being judged for their choice of being on medication-assisted recovery. And like I said, that's why I started my channel. And also, I've been on Suboxone for a while, over 4 years, and it's taken me every bit of a whole year to taper down to 2 milligrams, and that's because I'm going low and slow. And I promise you, all the things that I do are recommendations from my doctor and another doctor that I talk with quite frequently, Dr. B. I ask his opinion on things like with my taper, and I also watch his videos, and I really work hard on trying to make sure that I'm open-minded and I don't ever judge anybody, because I know how horrible it feels to be judged, you guys. And so anytime you guys ever have questions about Suboxone or buprenorphine, Suboxone, Subutex, naloxone, naltrexone, all those medications, go and talk to Dr. B. Go and message him. He has an email. He has a YouTube channel that you guys can go to his channel and you can ask questions. You can comment underneath the videos. Hey, Dante. I've only taken it one time. I don't have a bad opinion of it because I've never used it frequently, but I do have a very close friend who utilizes Kratom, and she has a channel, and her channel's called Natural Addiction Recovery. Hey, Merk, will you link Avalon's channel too? And she talks all about Kratom on her channel. And so if you are on Kratom or utilizing that and you want to find somebody who knows a lot about it, check out Avalon's channel because she knows a bunch about it. Like I said before, I support you guys. If you are using Kratom, marijuana, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to know that you're not alone and that you have support here, okay? Because, like I was saying before, the message, it's all about the message. And the message that we are doing here is support, is finding support. And so if I'm constantly telling you guys, I don't believe in Kratom, I don't believe in Suboxone, I don't believe in Methadone, then guess what? You're not going to hear my message. People are going to talk whether you're strung out or whether you're in recovery. They are miserable with their own selves. That's right. Question about Suboxone. Do you or anyone else get pain or little ouchies under your tongue? I switched sides and put my put it by my cheek. It just recently started making, yes, pebbles. Bam, bam. Yes. You could be having you could have an allergy to whatever's in the medication. So maybe when you go to your doctor next, show him, okay? Because I know a lot of people that's happened to. And switching sides, alternating sides is a good idea. If you're taking the strips, maybe you could get switched over to the pills, okay? If it's the Suboxone, the film, you could get changed over to Bunavail, which goes inside your cheek. You could get switched over to Zubsolv, which is like a minty flavor little white pill. There's a lot of different forms of the medication now, so just let your doctor know so that way they can switch it up if they need to. But alternating what side you put it underneath is good. So that will help until you can talk to your doctor. But yes, I didn't get an ouchie, but what happened was I noticed this dark, like, colored spot forming, and it was like almost like a blood blister kind of. And so I just started alternating sides. And as y'all can see, I'm sick. That's why I sound so hoarse. I've got some kind of cold or something. So, anytime, girl, anytime. And like I said, like, I'm not a doctor, but I have been on the medication for a while. And
new visitor.
Oh, sorry, guys. I do try to, get as much information as I can so that way I can help you guys understand. No, it's not the coronavirus. I am sickly. So, yeah, I just want you guys to, really take care of yourselves, educate yourselves. If you have questions and you hear me saying something and you're like, that's not right, go look it up. Go find out for yourself. Okay? Ask your doctor. And also, you guys, hey, Lisa, thanks for joining Patreon, girl. I seen you in there. I sent you a message too. And Lisa, since you're new, we're going to have a patron-only live stream on Thursday night at 7. And BOBBIELYN is going to share her story. So I hope you can make it on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm doing Sundays and Thursdays for patrons. And we're like having a live stream, just me and all them. And we're going to start having people come on that are just for patrons only and share their stories in Patreon. So I'm really excited. Like, I'm trying to do extra stuff for Patreon because now we've got 25 people in there. So I'm really trying to beef it up and make it enjoyable for you guys. And, if you join Patreon, you can call me anytime or text me, whatever y'all want to do. So, okay, I'm going to get off here. I don't want to make this video too long, you guys. I love y'all. I hope you have a really good day today. I just really wanted to clear up any misconceptions or misunderstandings. Like, I want you guys to do what's best for you. Okay, if being on Suboxone is the best choice for you, then that's what I want you to do. If being abstinent is the best that's for you, I want you to do that. If using Methadone is the best option for you, I want you to do that. I just want you guys to do what's best for you and your recovery. Okay? And only you can figure that out. Okay? I can't tell you what's best for you. Okay? I just want to keep sharing this message, and I want people to understand that there's not a difference between me and somebody who's just because I'm on a medication and they're not on a medication. Okay? There's no difference. We are all the same, and we're all working towards better lives and turning our lives over and changing, being healthy and positive and free from that addiction that held us down for so long. There's no difference. We're all the same. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all tonight. We're having step study at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If I don't lose my voice, we're on step 3. And I hope you guys will come and hang out with us at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for step 3 tonight, right here on my channel. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.